And then I liked the way we scored. We scored, just kind of had pressure, scored in different ways, had the big 3-run, 2-out, 2-strike homer by Hindy, but then also, get on with a hit by pitch, steal second, steal third, sack fly, move them over, get them in, all those things. So it was scored in a lot of different ways, but just kept the pressure on. And then when Billy ran out of gas there at the end, Jacob McGovern comes in and goes and gets 3 quick outs. So it was just all in all, outside of 2, really meaningless fluky errors on an inside move that was thrown away and a throw down to second that got away. It was a really good pitching and defensive type of game with a just a good surgical type of offense that just found ways to score in a lot of different innings. So all in all, that's the response we needed from a tough loss the last game 2 of that doubleheader. We've given it up late, but love the way we responded, love the way we came out, love the just the focus and the attack, and good in all phases.
Questions for the players?
Billy, how much fun was it for you to get back out there on the weekend and get yourself ready for what's going to probably be a long postseason?
It was a lot of fun. Just being back out there with my teammates on the weekends. Got guys cheering me on. Got guys having my back. Fans. It was just awesome. Incredible.
I guess, Aiden, how much do you feel like you benefited from a week off?
Yeah, faced some fatigue a couple weeks ago, and I thought it would be best to take that extra week off. So I feel like I'm feeling great now. I'm ready to compete out there. So yeah, benefited a lot.
Did it take you a while to kind of get back in the flow? It looked like you weren't your same efficient self there early.
Yeah, I faced some adversity in the first inning, but once I got back out there and just kept going pitch by pitch, kind of got that mental rhythm that I kind of forgot about by taking that week off. But it was good to get back in that routine mentally and be out there and figure it out and be able to compete.
Billy, that's a dangerous lineup over there. You can't just throw fastballs down the middle, but it seemed like you were working both sides of the plate today. You had good command. Did you feel like this is maybe one of your better outings?
Yeah, you can say that. Like the coaches stress, compete your tail off every time you go out there. It's kind of what we did, including Jacob McGovern. Just went out there and competed in the zone. A lot of fun.
Anything else for the players? All right, thank you, players.
Questions for Coach?
Erik, was the plan kind of coming in that you go with Billy and then maybe McGovern just see how they do? Was that the plan?
Well, we knew Billy was going to follow up Aiden just because 2 different types of fastballs. Aiden's got the induced vertical rate, Billy's got the run in the sink, so it's a different type of a pitcher, even though the velo is about the same. We just didn't know when. We've seen Erik Knaak go 70-some pitches and get through 7 innings. Today, I thought they had a good approach. They lead off single and then a walk, and then the error, and all of a sudden it's second and third, and 1 out, and then he really buckled down, found another gear to get those strikeouts, and that was a big moment in the game, even though it was just the first inning, because they capitalized and the scoring starts there, and you never know what that does, and so for him to hold a very good offense, the 2 of them. To hold a very good offense to 3 runs over 8 innings. Just a testament to both of them, and finding ways to get really good hitters off the barrel. And we saw what they were capable of the last 3 innings of game 2. So we needed a big time pitching performance today by those 2 guys. We got it.
You think Jacobs kind of earned himself maybe a chance to be used a little bit more in some different situations?
McGovern?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just funky. He's deceptive. It's a tough slot. It's a different type of delivery, a different type of guy. Everyone you face now is mid-90s with hard breaking balls, and he just is a little bit of a downshift. But it's I don't know if hitters don't see it great or just the way he throws. He led the state in strikeouts in high school, so he's doing something to get hitters to miss. Like I told you guys before, I umpire all the in the fall, I like being behind home plate and umpiring, so I could see, what their pitches do, and it's a tough look. It's deceptive. Hitters don't get a good look at it. Some pitchers are easy to see. You see the arm and the backswing. You see it coming forward. You see it out of hand, but you don't see it great out of him.
What's his speed typically?
Mid to upper 80s, and a mid 70s curveball and change. So, it can be a little bit of enough of a difference to where you got guys out there that are mid 90s or low 90s with mid 80s off speed, and then you go to that, and it's strikes, 3 pitches for strikes, and he's just funky enough. So he's good. He's earned the opportunity to keep getting innings in conference play and the midweeks and so on and so on. But he's a good one. He'll be a good one. He's be a guy that we'll hear his name a lot over the next few years.
So is his funkiness the way he releases, or
it's just a tilted delivery with it's just there's no arm to track. You don't really see it, and it's out, and it's he's one of those guys that's got good spin efficiency, so the ball really spins well, and it's just I don't know all the metrics, but I just know it's tough to hit.
It's kind of the plan with Barlow, getting him out there today and some innings. So kind of what is your long-range plan for him?
Well, 50 pitches is kind of usually the sweet spot for Billy. And, I thought he earned the opportunity to go back out there in the 9th. And we saw the velo tick down a little bit. And they blooped one in, but once they hit the homer, it just felt like it was the right time. But he did a great job. And those 2 runs didn't sour his outing at all. He did a fantastic job, and he's valuable because he can start, he can middle relieve, and he's got the mental makeup and the competitiveness that he could finish a game, pitch in high leverage situations. He's one of our toughest kids. I mean, there's a reason why we started him the year as a Friday night starter. He's just because of the makeup and just how tough he is.
You said he was on a pitch count today. Is that something that you hope he won't be in coming weeks, or do you think you'll still have to manage him a little bit as you're only posted?
I think we'll manage it. He's not going to be. None of our guys really ever go much past 100, but he'll probably. He was 75 today, so maybe he could go 85, 90 next week. I don't know. I think we'll have to see. Part of it was Georgia Tech did a good job of, he was at 40-something pitches after 2 innings. That's a lot on a hot day when you're fighting fatigue previously. So that played into it as well, as those are stressful innings and, high leverage innings, big, tense innings early and a lot of pitches early. So, could we have thrown him out there for the 5th? Probably, but it just didn't seem like there was, didn't make sense to push it.
With using Barlow, have you already made a plan for Tuesday?
Nope. It won't be Barlow, but it'll be, I don't know. Talk to Coach Bellinger and figure it out. I mean, it will have to be strategic because, of course we want to play well against Charlotte, but we don't want to burn people for the weekend. So it could be one of those days where could be a bunch of guys on short stints.
Got 10 games left. How do you feel about this team with 10 regular season games left?
Yeah, thanks for clarifying that, man. I hope we don't have 10 games left.
Or maybe it's 8. Yeah, it's 8. Sorry.
It's still head down. I mean, this is week 12. We finished week 12. We won the week, even though we didn't sweep. Still won the week. And then week 13, we got a big challenge ahead of us with 4 road games, 4 good teams, or 4 tough games. Charlotte, at Charlotte, in the Knights ballpark, home of the ACC tournament. So a lot of positives doing that, playing a good team, and then obviously Wake was number 1 in the country for a long time. They've got they're a great team, but I think for us we can't look ahead. We just got to keep our eyes centered on week 13. We got to we'll enjoy this one tonight. We'll recover tomorrow, and then we just gotta stay focused on Charlotte. And And I think that guys have actually been really good about that, of just keeping their focus on the next thing. Because the next thing is, whatever, the most important thing for this season is whatever we're doing at that time. And so, so right now our focus is on Charlotte, and then it'll be on Wake, and then it'll be on the next thing. So, but yeah, to answer your question without giving you all the coach speak, I like the way we've responded to the injuries and the adversity. Guys picking each other up, just a good sign moving forward. We're not perfect. We've made some mistakes. We've dropped some games, but the mentality's right.
Speaking of the injuries, you hate to see Willie T go down, but it's given Iraqi and Crichton a chance to play, and they've responded really well, so that's a plus.
Yeah, big plus, big plus. I mean, and throw Tristan Becerra and Jacob Jarrell in that mix, because those are the four guys that are, that have been getting a lot of the, additional playing time as of late. And then you got guys on the bench too that aren't playing but could play, that are right there. Nate Hall, Cooper Blauser, good players that would be everyday starters somewhere else, but are staying with it, staying positive. So, it's the depth is good. We hate that we had to use it the way we've used it, but with the injuries. But yeah, I mean the mentality is that what you would want as a coaching staff and as a team, picking each other up.
Refresh my memory on what was the official diagnosis on Will Taylor.
One of the 8 bones in the wrist. He